Hi YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel, Investing in the Rockies. And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a deep dive into my Wealthsimple Trade portfolio. I'm just going to keep this episode as simple as I possibly can, just quick and simple. We're going to go through every stock that I own, every stock and ETF that I own in my portfolio. I want to show you what percentage each stock makes up in my portfolio. I want to show you how many stocks I have in my portfolio. And we'll take a wee look at the overall performance of my portfolio. We'll see how it's been doing over the last number of weeks and months. Just want to quickly give a big shout out to all my subscribers so far. Thanks very much. Really appreciate all the support coming my way. I'm on a journey to financial freedom. I'm going to do that through dividend stock investing. I want to earn enough dividends that add up to a yearly wage. So if you want to watch me on this journey, starting from the very bottom all the way to the top, please hit that subscribe button and I'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on in my financial life. For now though, we're going to dive into my laptop and we're going to take a look at my portfolio. I'm not going to spend too much time going through why I've bought each stock, but if there are any stocks in particular that you want to know more about, please do me a favor, leave me a comment under below. Ask me if you want me to do an analysis of certain stocks and I'll do it. Just let me know. But for now, we'll dive into my laptop and we'll have a look at my portfolio. So here you have it, folks. Here's my tax-free savings account on Wealthsimple Trade. I'm currently sitting on $9,576 in my portfolio so far. In the past day, I'm up $37. I'll take it. Let's see what we are in the past week. I'm down $277 in the past week, so pretty tough week. We'll hit the all-time mark here. All time, I'm still up $400 or 4.35% of my portfolio. I'm happy enough with that. I started doing this back at the very start of February. To be up $400 already, I'm pretty happy with. But let's take a look at all the stocks I own now. So the first stock we have is Apple. Apple's currently trading for $366, which is close to the all-time high. That's the highest Apple has ever been. I've got one share and I bought it at $265. I'm up $100 altogether, or 37%, which is unbelievable, and it makes up 5.5% of my portfolio and has a dividend yield of only 0.87%. Next up is Air Canada. This is one of the only growth stocks that I have in my portfolio. It's currently trading for $18. My average price is $16. I have 8 shares. I'm up $15 with Air Canada, and they don't have a dividend, as I was saying. Next up, we got Bank of Nova Scotia. I recently just purchased 2 shares in this today, actually. It's currently trading for $56. My average price is $58. So my total return is, I'm nearly down $10 with this one. It's got a really nice dividend yield of 6.29%. Next up is Carnival Corporation. This is a cruise line company. It's got 8 shares. I've got 8 shares in it at an average price of $17.52. My total return is I'm up $3.86 and it makes up just 2.15% of my portfolio. Next up, we got Canadian National Railway Company. I've just got 2 shares with these guys. It makes up just over 2.5% of my portfolio. My total return is I'm up 30 cents. The dividend yield is 1.87%. Next up, we got Canadian Tire, currently trading for $120. I have 4 shares of Canadian Tire at an average price of $109. I'm up $44 altogether with this stock. It makes up over 5% of my portfolio and has a dividend yield of 3.62%, which is pretty nice. I've actually also got a video on why you should buy Canadian Tire and why you should add it to your portfolio. I'll link it down below. You should definitely check that out. Next up, we got Delta Airlines. They've recently suspended their dividend, but they're currently trading at $29. That's US dollars. I've got 5 shares at an average price of $31. So I'm down $8 and it makes up just over 2% of my portfolio. Next up, we got Ambridge. This is an energy company here in Canada, currently trading at $41. My average price is $44.88. So I'm down $20 with these guys and it makes up just over 3% of my portfolio and it has a really high dividend yield of 7.37%. Next up is Fortis, another energy company here in Canada, trading at $51. My average price is $53. So I'm down $13, makes up just under 4% of my portfolio, and has a nice dividend yield of 3.66%. Next up is General Dynamics Corporation. This is an American company. I've got 3 shares at an average price of 130, so I'm up $65. It makes up just under 7% of my portfolio, and its dividend yield is 2.7%. Really like this company. Next up is IBM, which is a technology company. It trades for just under $120 US. My average price was 119, so I'm down 10 cents. It makes up just under 2% of my portfolio and has a dividend yield of 5.36%. Next up, we got Pepsi. It currently trades at 131. I've got an average price at 130. I've got 3 shares, so I'm up $3.29. Makes up nearly 6% of my portfolio, and its dividend yield is 2.97%. Next up is Ryokan Real Estate, and this is a REIT, a real estate investment trust. I've got 8 shares at an average price of $16. So my total return, I'm down $3.60. Makes up just less than 1.5% of my portfolio, and has a massive dividend yield of 9%. More than likely going to cut that. Next up, we got Shaw Communications, which is like a Wi-Fi service here in Canada. I've got 14 shares. It's also a monthly paying dividend, by the way. If you're interested in getting dividends paid to you monthly, buy some Shaw dividends. Or sorry, some Shaw shares. I've got 14 shares at an average price of $22. I'm down $5.50. It makes up 3.41% of my portfolio, and it has a dividend yield of 5%. Next up, we have Sun Life Financial, which is kind of like an insurance company here in Canada, trading at $50. I got at an average price of 45. I've got 8 shares, so I'm up $38 with these guys. It makes up just over 4% of my portfolio, and its dividend yield is 4.36%. Next up is Taos Corporation, which is another kind of Wi-Fi TV provider here in Canada. I've got 16 shares at an average price of $22. My total return is I'm up $9, makes up 4% of my portfolio, and its dividend yield is 4.3%. Next up, we have Toronto Dominion Bank. This is one of my favorite stocks in my portfolio. I've got 12 shares, an average price of $58.50. I'm up $38 with TD, making up 8% of my portfolio, which is pretty big, and it has a dividend yield of 4.9%. Next up, we got Phoebe UI, which is an ETF trading at $29.52. I got at an average price of $27.46. So my total return is I'm up nearly $50, making up 7.67% of my portfolio. It's a really nice dividend yield of 5.5%. Next up, we got FRE, which is another REIT ETF, Real Estate Investment Trust ETF. I got it for an average. I've got 19 shares at an average price of $27. I'm down just under $17 with these guys, and it makes up over nearly 5.5% of my portfolio. Its dividend yield is 7%. Next up is XIC, which is another ETF. Have 15 shares at an average price of $23.86. I'm up $16.17. It makes up 4% of my portfolio and has a dividend yield of 3.43%. Next up is ExxonMobil Corporation, which is one of the biggest oil companies in America. I've got 3 shares just with these guys at an average price of $42.60. I'm up just 84 cents. Makes up just over 2% of my portfolio. The dividend yield is 7.5%. Next up, we got another real estate investment trust, AKRE, trading at just over $15. This is another monthly paying dividend, so if you like monthly paying dividends, get involved with XRE. I've got 24 shares at an average price of $14.96. I'm up over $3, makes up just under 4% of my portfolio, and its yield is 6.21%. Next up, we got XUU, which is another ETF. ETFs are always a good way to diversify your portfolio. That's why I like ETFs. It gets you to invest in hundreds of different companies just with one stock. I've got 11 shares of XUU at an average price of $30. I'm up $11.68, and it makes up 3.79% of my portfolio with a dividend yield of 1.69%. And last but not least, we have said EB. And this is like a banking ETF, so it follows all the major banks here in Canada. I've got 12 shares at an average price of $22.36. I'm up $25, makes up 3.18% of my portfolio, and it's got a nice dividend yield of 4.7%. So that's more or less it for today's episode. But if you're interested in learning more about stocks and learning more about why I pick certain stocks, or if you just want to see my portfolio and how it grows, and you like to see my dividends, because I'm going to be doing videos every month on how much dividends I earn per month, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be getting out as much content as I possibly can. I also actually live here in the Rocky Mountains, hence the name of my channel, Investing in the Rockies, and I do vlogs of the surrounding area. I live in a place called Banff. So if you're interested in that at all, please smash the like button and hit subscribe. But until then, YouTube, I hope everyone takes it easy, and I'll see you in the next episode.